Baby. We are live. Live in the wreck, live in the wreck, live in the wreck, live in the wreck. It's your boy, always real, never fake. Alex RAWTK is in the building, baby. Grizzly, Ja. He heard some people being loud outside. Gristler Twister, come here. Come here, Gristler Twister. Guys, I know this is a late live stream, but I was working. I was at work. I was getting that money, baby. Ah. They asked me at work if I wanted to make extra hours today, and I said yeah. So I just got home from work like 30 minutes ago, guys. 30 minutes ago. But I do want to talk about cricket because I got somebody, I think somebody from Puerto Rico commented in my comment section and told me they had talked to cricket and cricket had told them that they don't have service in Puerto Rico, which that's a lie. That is definitely a lie. They do have service in Puerto Rico. Because even though AT&T sold their native coverage in Puerto Rico, they made a permanent agreement with the company that they sold the towers to, which I forgot what it's called. The homie Sneed talked about it. Grizzly! Sneed had talked about it on one of his videos and live streams. I forgot the name of it. But anyway, the good thing is that John Spanky, the CEO of AT&T, made a deal with that company that they sold the AT&T towers to in Puerto Rico, that AT&T would have unlimited roaming while their customers either lived in Puerto Rico or visited Puerto Rico. So Cricket does have native coverage in Puerto Rico. I mean, it is roaming, but your phone is still going to say Cricket. It's not going to change. So I don't know why the hell customer care lied, because I've been to Puerto Rico. When I went to Puerto Rico in 2016, Cricket had excellent coverage. Like Cricket had coverage where T-Mobile didn't have coverage. But of course that was in 2016. You know, back in 2020, I think it was. No, I think yeah, before 2020, like 2018, 2017, T-Mobile bought um a company called Soncon in Puerto Rico, and they merged it, and that became T-Mobile. So T-Mobile owns the Soncon towers, which now they're T-Mobile towers. Basically, like what happened with Sprint, they absorbed Sprint. Well, the same thing happened in Puerto Rico. So in 2016, Cricket had excellent coverage, and in 2024, they still had excellent coverage roaming on on the AT&T network. Well, not the AT&T network anymore. Whatever company owns it, I forgot. It's called King Tower, some shit like that. They don't even have their own mobile servers. All they do is rent the towers to other smaller carriers in Puerto Rico. So yeah, that's a lie. Cricket works great in Puerto Rico. They work really, really good in Puerto Rico. So yeah, guys, like I said, I didn't do a live stream earlier because of the fact that I was working. You know what I'm saying? I had to work. So I couldn't do a live stream. You know, I came home, I was busy, and then I had to go right back to work. So I only came home for like 3 hours, and then I went right back to work. So it was like, I made a shorts, and I forgot to like post it, and I was like, what the hell I'm gonna post it for now? Might as well just go live. That makes no damn sense to post a shorts that I should have posted hours ago. But yeah, cricket works great in Puerto Rico. So if you're wondering if cricket is gonna get great service in Puerto Rico, yes, it will. Yes, it will. And I had other people that are AT&T postpaid customers asking me if cricket it's a great replacement for AT&T, and I will say yes. I said that, and I keep saying that. Cricket is my permanent replacement for AT&T, just like Visible is my permanent replacement for Verizon. And if something was to happen with T-Mobile Business where I couldn't afford it no more and my phone was paid off, Metro by T-Mobile would be my permanent replacement for T-Mobile. Because I wouldn't even get T-Mobile postpaid or prepaid. Because T-Mobile prepaid sucks. So Metro by T-Mobile would be my permanent replacement. So yeah, is Cricket worth, if you leave Cricket, is it good to have? Yes. Oh, and another thing that you guys didn't expect. Right now, it started in 2026, started this year. Started January 1st. What's up, Bobby? If you leave AT&T prepaid, I mean postpaid, right? Or even prepaid, and you port your number over to Cricket, you're going to get a discount. So it's not like Metro with T-Mobile that if you leave T-Mobile and you try to get a free phone, they won't give it to you because, it's owned by T-Mobile. AT&T's not playing that. They'd rather have you as a Cricket customer than to lose you. So even if you're porting in a number from AT&T to Cricket, you're going to get a discount. You're getting a discount on a phone. So tomorrow, remember, well, yeah, it is tomorrow because it's only 11:03. Tomorrow, remember, tomorrow the new deal starts in store only. $30 for the iPhone 13 on the $60 plan, on the Supreme plan, which is the one that I switched to yesterday, and that's why I got ama- amazing speeds on the Moto G 2024. I mean 2025. And the iPhone 16e for $50 with a port in. Now, I ain't gonna lie. I am really tempted, and I'm being dead serious with you guys. Shh, Grizzly. I am really tempted to port my number out of Visible to Cricket just so I could get that 16e. I'm not even lying to you guys. I'm being dead serious. I am very tempted to do that because I always wanted to see how the 16e how it performs. So I'm really tempted to do that because I got two lines with Visible. I got the line that I just ported to Visible. I mean, the number I just ported to Visible, and I can port it back to Cricket and get that number. I mean, and get the 16e for free. So remember, in store only tomorrow, guys. You're gonna get the 16e for $50. For $50. For 49.99 when you port in your number on a Supreme plan. And in store, you don't gotta pay the Supreme plan 3 or 4 times. It's just one time. And the 13 for $30 for 29.99 with the Supreme plan. And that's in store only. That's the Cricket deal. So those are the deals from Cricket. So like I said, Cricket to me is good. It's it's good service, really good service. Um, did I stop using the Moto G again? Yes. I can't do with an Android of that caliber. I'm sorry, I just can't. I can't. I'm serious. I just can't. Like the Moto G to me is just like using the Blue F5, and I just can't use them budget friendly phones. I mean, I just can't. Like I was like, oh no, because it can't get the same speeds the iPhone can get. You know what I'm saying? But I can't compare apples to oranges. You know what I'm saying? Because my 15 Pro was $1,256 with taxes, and the Moto G 2025 is only a $200 phone. So I'm talking about a phone that costs $1,025 more than the other. So you can't really, it's not really a fair comparison, but I just can't do it. It's not me. You know what I'm saying? That's why I always tell people you get whatever you could afford, but I can't be with that phone. Uh, mm. Oh, okay, that's what's up, Bobby. You know what I'm saying? So I just can't. Me personally, guys, I can't. I really can't. I can't mess with that phone. I can't mess with that phone. I can't have that phone. I literally just have it on airplane mode, because if I take it off airplane mode, um, I'm gonna get that message saying that my phone is gonna be blacklisted for not having the eSIM turned on and blah 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 blah. And I don't feel like hearing that that cricket nonsense. So I just have it on airplane mode. So right now my Moto G is airplane moded, because I just can't. You know what I'm saying? Just I can't have a low end phone. You know I can have a Google Pixel. So I don't know. I'm debating if I'm gonna go get that 16E tomorrow, or if tomorrow when I get out of work, I'll go to the T-Mobile store and finance the Google Pixel either 10 Pro or the 10 in that purplish color, because that shit looks cool, and use it on the Metro, because it's gonna be locked to T-Mobile, because Google is corny in that matter. They only have the unlocked, they only sell the unlocked version that you could finance only on on Google Fi and on Verizon and AT&T, but not T-Mobile. Instead of doing T-Mobile too and Boost Mobile. But hey, hopefully on the Pixel 11 and 11 Pro that Google wakes up and smells the coffee and does it. So if I get the Pixel, it's gonna be on my Metro line. I just hate that it says Metro by T-Mobile. Come on, T-Mobile, remove that shit. The no CEO T-Mobile, man. Please, just put Metro. Put Metro 5G UC. You can leave the branding on the boxes of the phones, and on the stores and the flags, whatever, Metro by T-Mobile. But actually to display by the signal bars, make it Metro 5G UC. Just put Metro. You don't gotta have Metro by T-Mobile. That trans stamp, I hate that. That shit just makes the phone look cheap. Or you guys could just do what Verizon did with Total. They consider Total their best prepaid, so they changed the name from Total Wireless to freaking Verizon. It even says Verizon in the phones that they have it displayed at the Total store. They all say Verizon. They don't say TFW no more. They say Verizon. So if you guys want, you could still, just have on the phone itself on Metro, have it display T-Mobile. But I would say Metro so people won't get confused and try to go to the T-Mobile store. Because some people just don't understand that just because something changes, like the display of the top of your phone, they're gonna sit here and think that they're T-Mobile customers. No, you're Metro customers. So I would say just put Metro. But it is cool. Yeah. When you get a blue phone or a Huawei or Umi Digi phone, they're Chinese phones. They're gonna say T-Mobile instead of Metro by T-Mobile. So it'd be nice, to display T-Mobile. To be completely honest, for it to display T-Mobile, it says Metro by T-Mobile, so it can be T-Mobile. Just put T-Mobile on the screen and just leave it as Metro by T-Mobile everywhere else. The boxes, the phones, and stuff like that. But just let it say T-Mobile displayed, because that shit just irks my nerves. I like that cricket says cricket. I like that visible says visible. My phone right now doesn't say visible by Verizon. It says visible. This shit is horrible. I hate it. I really do, guys. I really do. So tomorrow, Cricket comes out with their new discounted rates on their plans. I mean, not on their plans, I'm sorry, on their phones and all that. So, if you guys are waiting to get some kind of discount, it's that's the time to get it. It's the time to get it, baby. It's the time to get it. That's crazy. I have 15 people watching and only 3 likes. That is crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Really crazy. But anyway, back to what I was saying. So, you know, cricket, it's a pre-planned, great benefits. Really great benefits. Yep, yep, yep. And I don't know. I might have to do it seriously because I don't know what I'm gonna do. To be completely honest, I don't feel like um I should still have to pay Boost Mobile. Like I'm serious. Like I just don't want Boost Mobile anymore. To be completely honest, I really don't want Boost Mobile. The only reason I don't let it just get disconnected and not pay the bill is because they're gonna blacklist my iPhone 16 Pro. And if it wasn't for that, I would gladly say bye to Boost Mobile. Because to me right now, Boost is just a waste of money. I'm just carrying it around as a spare phone, to be completely honest with you guys. Yes, Boost has great deals and all that, but the biggest turnoff for me is not having unlimited internet. That's the biggest internet for I mean the biggest gripe for me is them not having internet. Truly unlimited data. If they would have had truly unlimited data, then we would have been good, but they don't have truly unlimited data. So since they don't have truly unlimited data, I just don't want Boost. It's a waste of money. Imagine my freaking bill is 62.17 with Boost right now. Imagine if I would have if I were to upgrade to the $50 plan. What? My bill would be like 90 something dollars. Because my bill would go up by $25. So that would be 62, 82. I would pay $87. Hell no. For no unlimited data, nah, I'm Gucci. See, get this 62.15 due on the 14th of this month. This is just crazy. Really crazy. And this year is gonna make 2 years of me being with Boost Mobile. Not even joking. I just paid my Boost bill. Got that shit and done with. I still owe $722.23 on this phone to pay it off. That's a lot of money. Yep. See, it says your Boost Mobile bill has been paid on January 8th. Got that shit out of the way. But like I said, guys, I don't I don't really need Boost like that. Not at all. Like Boost is not my cup of tea. For real, for real. Because the only thing that messes Boost up is not having unlimited data on the AT&T network. If they did, I wouldn't even need Cricket. Seriously, I wouldn't even have a Cricket line because I could always watch HBO Max. I got it. I'm paying $5 for HBO Max till November of this year. So imagine, November's a long time from now. We're in freaking January. So, I wouldn't even worry about HBO Max. I got HBO Max. But Boost not having the bad thing about Boost is that it's bad enough they're on QCI 9, which is the lowest freaking bottom of the barrel of the priority level on the AT&T network. They don't even have unlimited data. Like, that's a smack in the face. If they at least had what Red Pocket has, where once you go over, you get at least a guarantee of 150 megs or 250 megs, matter of fact. Like what One Pay has. Three no, yeah, One Pay is at 300 megs, guaranteed, and like 50 up. If they had that, what? I would be happy with Boost Mobile. What? I would be happy with Boost Mobile. But after so long with, with Boost Mobile, it's just not my cup of tea. You know what I'm saying? It's just not. Boost Mobile's really not my cup of tea. I don't really, you know, like the fact that they don't have unlimited data. Grizzly, shh, the neighbors. They don't have unlimited data, but they want to charge you prices like if they did have unlimited data. Like, that's crazy. I don't understand. When is Boost Mobile gonna wake up and smell the coffee that everybody else offers unlimited data and they're still not offering unlimited data? Red Pocket, unlimited data. And because it's network sliced to 150 gigs, but you guys see, 150 megs. You guys seen that I was getting up to 160 and 170 megs down, and like 40 up, which is great. Even Red Pocket is doing unlimited, okay, for 30 freaking dollars and 97 cents, which they're refunding me that because I canceled the service today. Because like I told you guys, I just wanted to test it out and prove if it was truly unlimited, and Red Pocket is truly unlimited. So if you guys want something really cheap on the AT&T network, and let's say you don't like Cricket, but I would say, Cricket is a better option because it gives you more incentives. Like Cricket on the plan that I got on the Supreme plan, you don't get slowed down to no speed. Your speed stays fast regardless of how much data you have used. So, when it comes to that sense, Cricket is the better option. You know what I'm saying? It is. Now, but if you don't, need all these incentives and you want like guarantee speeds after you go over a certain amount of gigs, then you're just better off, you know, you're just better off going to Red Pocket. You know, if you don't care about all these extra incentives that Cricket has, then just go to Red Pocket. And that's just me being brutally honest with you guys. You can go to Red Pocket. You know. But me personally, I would never mess with US Mobile. Never ever. US Mobile is the most anti-competitive company ever. And Jesus, I didn't expect this, the plan, me testing, speed testing the freaking, what is it? The $45, sorry, the $35 plan with auto pay, 40 without auto pay, versus the Supreme plan to be watched. You know, I got 15 likes and 124 views in less than 24 hours. I wasn't really expecting for people to actually be so involved. And I noticed not too many people care about 5G UW because when I speed test T-Mobile, over 1,000 views on my shorts. When I speed tested Red Pocket, over 1,000, 2,000 views on my shorts. Right now, both times that I speed tested, visible 5G UW ultra wideband, shit, right? If they got 200 views or 300 views, it was a lot. It's like people care more about AT&T and T-Mobile than they care about Verizon due to, my testing. You know what I'm saying? Due to my testing. So due to my testing, and what the hell is this Prime Video? I be canceling stuff and then they still charge me for it. But anyway, Amazon Prime is open 24 hours, so I'll call them later. You know what I'm saying? So I just don't mess with companies that don't really care about customers. You know what I'm saying? To me, US Mobile is just as bad as Mingo Mobile. Seriously. They try to upcharge you on phones that people got. Cricket has for free, Metro has for free, Boost Mobile has for free. It's just disgusting. You know what I'm saying? US Mobile does not care about you guys at all. They don't even throw you a bone. Let them pay full price for the Moto G 2025. Are you sure, sir? Yeah, they'll pay that $200 if they want a phone. It's just crazy. It's really crazy. You know what I'm saying? That a company doesn't care about their customers like US Mobile does. They don't care about you guys. They don't even give you incentives to sign up for their service. All they do is lie to you and tell you, "Yeah, we're gonna give you truly unlimited data on their AT&T network," which that's a lie, proven by other, YouTubers that have tested out the Dark Star network and have used only freaking what was it, 65 gigs, and freaking US Mobile decided to throttle them, bring down their speeds by like 100 megs. That's crazy. You can't say something's unlimited if it's not unlimited. You know what I'm saying? Now that's a nice FCC complaint against US Mobile for falsifying information, misleading and falsified information. That's what it's called under the court of law. Misleading and falsified information. I don't got time for none of that BS, so I care less. But trust me, one of these days you're gonna see it. It's even gonna come out in the news. Customers suing popular brand US Mobile for falsified and misleading information because they said they had unlimited internet on the AT&T network, which they didn't. Lawyer is seeking criminal damages and fines US Mobile. So it's going to become a lawsuit one day. Trust me, it's going to become a lawsuit one day. Because first of all, they lied to you guys, because not me. I tried them 2 times, and the 2 times that I tried US Mobile, they were trash on the Warp network, on the Verizon network. Never tried them again. So back to what I was saying. Um, First, they swore they had truly unlimited hotspot. Multiple people started using the hotspot, putting that to the test, and what they do, they canceled people hotspot. And now they give you a measly 250 gigs, and then after 250 gigs, you got no hotspot. So it's crazy. So, and nobody could say that I'm just being a hater. because I always didn't like US Mobile. In the last 4 years that I've been making content, you will never hear me say anything remotely great about US Mobile because I never liked the US Mobile. They never been my cup of tea. They're not my carrier. Carriers that like to lie, nah. You feel me? Not me. You want to spend your hard-earned money, your social security money that you earned working and all this shit on piece of crap service? That's you. That's not me. A company that can't even give you a goodness for goodness sakes a Moto G 2024 for free for putting in a number. A company that doesn't even care about you as a customer. And those are just facts. People are gonna get upset. There's a lot of US Mobile fandom. Too much fandom for a company that doesn't deserve it. You feel me? Like, what is US Mobile doing for you guys? Nothing. Nothing at all. Are they giving you free phones for porting? No. Are they making you port for a piece of crap plan that's only good for 10, 12 months? Yeah. Should it be 36 months? Yeah. Instead of 12 for porting in your number. But that just shows you that they really don't care about you. You know what I'm saying? That's what that shows, that they don't care. They do not care about you guys. If they really did, they would, come out with better offers. But they don't because they don't care. Like, oh, well, who cares? We're going to keep beating our customers in the head and telling them that we got unlimited on the Dark Star network when it's a blatant lie. Once you go over a certain amount of gigs, they throttle you and then they cancel your service. It's just crazy, guys. It is definitely crazy. What the fudge is this? Oh, yeah, my Apple. Jesus, I hate when Apple adds all this crap together. This is the $18 for YouTube Premium and then some other stuff. 32 freaking dollars. Good Lord. Jesus A Christ. That is crazy. Really crazy. Hold on, guys. What happened? Yeah. Yeah. No, I'm doing a live stream, Ileana. But so yeah, so it's crazy. It is really crazy. The fact that nobody has reported US Mobile to the FCC or the DOJ or the Better Business Bureau is just crazy. You know, if you're gonna make complaints, I'm just gonna say this. You gotta keep the same vibes. If you're gonna sit here and put Better Business complaints against freaking Metro, Boost, Visible, and all these other prepaid carriers, then you could do the same shit to US Mobile. Because that's one of the most anti-competitive prepaid carriers in the nation. Like I said, they're just as bad as Mingo Mobile. And like I said, I don't care if I get banned from using their service because I'm being honest. I care less. I don't need piece of crap US Mobile. You know, they basically lie about being unlimited. They like to lie. And to me, that's corny. You know, it's really corny. So it is what it is, guys. Like I said, me, myself, and I'm Gucci when it comes to US Mobile. Not trying out that piece of crap company that wants to sit here and rip you off on phones. They want to rip you off. Sit here and rip you off and lie to you. That's what they want to do. Oh, we offer competitive pricing and da da da. Shut up. You don't offer nothing. You don't pay for ad advertisement. You don't pay for nothing. And you guys are over here lucratively, making money off hardworking Americans. To sit there and not even throw them a bone. It's just crazy to me. Really, really crazy to me. For real, for real. So US Mobile is not a company that I like. Not at all. Not at all. To me, US Mobile straight garbage. I feel like all this money that they save on ad revenue, they could pass it on to you guys by giving you guys cheaper phones. But they don't care. You feel me? What they do with that stupid Dark Star phone plan, they don't advertise it with a phone. Oh, bring your phone. If not, pay one of our lucrative, expensive pre-owned phones. Imagine they're charging you $350 for a pre-owned iPhone 13. But yet tomorrow you get that phone on Cricket tomorrow with a port in on the $60 plan for 30 freaking bucks. But yet, piece of crap US Mobile is trying to charge you $350. Get the wireless. Ah, Jesus. I mean, Jesus. This is a hard one. There's only a couple of dollars difference, but I gotta give it to One Pay. And I'm gonna say why I say One Pay over Red Pocket. Because One Pay has a guaranteed speed of 300 over 50. You know what I'm saying? Like that's their network slice. This network slice for Red Pocket is up to 150 megabytes. So, because you guys remember when I did the One Pay test for a month, I used over 100 gigs on the AT&T network, and I was still pushing 300 down on One Pay. And Red Pocket, as soon as you go over your 50 gigs of previous data, yeah, you get slowed down to like 160, which is still good. 160 megs. Not like piece of crap Boost Mobile that slows you down to freaking 256 kilobytes. I'm sorry, 512 kilobytes. Oops. Watch it. That's really fast. 512 kilobytes. So, and like I said, I played the video for you guys yesterday on the live stream. You guys heard the dude that was talking about why he left US Mobile. I think thank you for Oh yeah, no problem, bro. So like I said, if you want a steady connection, a guaranteed speed of 300 down, then you go with one pay. If you don't care about having 300 megs guaranteed down, then you go with Red Pocket. But I wouldn't say US Mobile for nothing in the world. US Mobile is straight freaking trash in my eyes. Straight trash. Trashy service. And please, people, the ones that use US Mobile, the Dark Star network, all right? US Mobile is not the best. All right? You're running on AT&T network. So the AT&T network. So that means that AT&T is the best in your area. Okay? That's what that means. In my area, you could say the best is T-Mobile. The best is T-Mobile. So, you know, I haven't seen me personally, I haven't seen no US mobile speed test to wow me. You know what I'm saying? I haven't seen what I get on Cricket over there at Oxford Valley Mall. 800 down, over 100, 800, 900 down, 950 down, over 80. I haven't seen nothing like that on 5G Plus on US Mobile. So what I think US Mobile did is that they're doing a soft cap on US Mobile after you use a certain amount of gigs, and they're only guaranteeing you unlimited data at a certain speed. Let's say like at 200 megs. You know what I'm saying? So if US Mobile drops you from on your phone itself from 5G plus to 5 low band 5G, which it'll just show the 5G icon, that's not AT&T's fault. That's US Mobile dropping you because you're using too much data in their eyes. You know what I'm saying? So you got to remember US Mobile is paying that data to AT&T at a certain rate. So it is what it is. Now, that's why it's great to have network slicing. I was thinking about trying what's this shit called? Carna Mobile, you know? Cuz Carna Mobile is supposed to be network sliced too. It's supposed to be like, you know, unlimited at a certain speed on the, on the AT&T network. And I think that's the smartest way to go about it. US Mobile throttling you guys after using a certain amount of gigs. You feel me? Like, since this is what I need you guys to understand. Since One Pay and Red Pocket are paying for a certain amount of data, you can use that speed unlimitedly. You get what I'm saying? Unlimitedly. So that means if you want to use 1 terabyte, 2 terabyte, 3 terabytes, they're not going to disconnect your service because that's what you're paying for. That's like me with Verizon Files right now. I'm paying for 1 gig over 1 gig. And I'm using around 3 to 4 terabytes a month. So can Verizon Files cancel my service? No, because that's what I'm paying for. That's what I'm paying for. So it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So getting a guaranteed slice of network, right, at a certain speed is great. It is really, really good. You know what I'm saying? So it really boils down to what are your needs and what you want to do on your phone. That's really, really boils down. You know, that's what it really boils down to. But I'm really tired, guys. My eyes are closing by themselves. Today I did a long shift, left work for 3 hours, and then went right back to work. So I did a long shift. I did 10 hours. So I'm beat right now. Really, really tired. Shit, I'm fighting to keep my eyes open. And I'm not trying to fall asleep and start snoring on this live stream. I know I snore loud, but I'm tired. I was working. But yeah, guys, so that's the difference. You know what I'm saying? That is the biggest difference. So if you want guarantees of 300 megs down, then you stay with one pay. If we don't care about getting a little bit less speed, then you mess with Red Pocket. Red Pocket gives you 50 gigs of premium data, and then it's up to 150 megabytes. But I was actually getting down, you know, a lot more than that. So it's up to you guys. You know, it's your money, you're spending it. And that's what it boils down to, guys. I think at 50 minutes, I'm going to end this live stream because I'm falling asleep over here. I'm really having issues keeping my eyes open because I am so tired, guys. Probably got like 5 hours of sleep yesterday. And doing a 10-hour shift, yeah, that's not cool. And it sure sound not easy when you're standing up for all them hours. So, yeah. Especially when you're wearing a bulletproof vest that weighs around roughly around 30 pounds. And on top of that, you got a heavy gun on on your side that weighs probably like, I don't know, 1 pound, a pound and a half with the bullets, and too much weight, too much weight on my body. And then standing up for all them hours, and makes me even more tired. But that's why I got comfortable boots. The boots that I wear are really comfortable for work. Really, really comfortable. I'm glad tomorrow after 4 o'clock I'm in my freaking break. I don't go back to work till Monday. So I'm gonna enjoy the shit out of my Friday. I'm gonna come back home, take a nap, wake up, go chill. Then Saturday do things that I need to get done. Then do a live stream. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, guys? But yeah, I'm super tired. So, you know, you guys get the company that's good for you. Whatever works best for you guys. But guys, I'll catch you guys tomorrow on a live stream because I'm falling asleep over here. Like I said, I'm super tired. You know, doing 10 hours standing up, it's not easy. So definitely gonna catch you guys tomorrow. Take care, God bless and be safe. Smash that like button to the replay crew. Thank you in advance. Make sure you guys smash that like button. And I'm gonna catch you guys on the next one. Take care, God bless, and be safe. Like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on that bell notification so you never miss one of my videos, live streams, or shorts. And I'm gonna catch you guys on the next one, guys. So I'm really tired. Oh yeah, OG Tech, you came in too late, bro. I'm falling asleep over here. I ain't trying to fall asleep. This ain't like I'm not like other people on here freaking falling asleep and snoring on the damn phone and people sending them donations to watch them snore. Shit. Damn. Yeah, bro. So I'm tired, bro. Seriously tired. I was standing up for all them hours. Good Lord. I swear, if I sat down the last 10 minutes of my shift, it was a lot. So I was beat. I came home and came back upstairs and just laid down. Well, I was talking to Red Pocket for a while, guys. Well, anyway, I'll just stay here for an hour. I was talking to Red Pocket about getting my refund. You know what I'm saying? I told the lady the truth. I'm a YouTuber. I was putting your plan to the test to see if it's really unlimited. If you really slow down to the 150 megabytes, and you guys do. So I think that's awesome. And she said thank you. And I said, I didn't mean to put my card on auto pay. And she said, no worries, we're gonna refund your money. So, the refund will be here by next week. But Jesus, man, I got paid, and it's like I got paid for, to pay bills. Freaking 30 something dollars from YouTube. It's crazy. It's like I'm paying bills left and right. It says if you have any hold on, if you have a few minutes, we would love to hear about your experience while the West Fargo mobile app. Please select a oh yeah. Guys, and great news. I wish I would have screenshotted it, but you guys are gonna be able to see it anyway. Wells Fargo approved my design that I told you guys that I made on my Wells Fargo debit card. So it's gonna say Alex RAWTK on the back, on the front, in the middle, like next to the chip, on your debit card. And right there on the side of the chip is gonna say Alex RAWTK, like big. And then I was gonna put the little subscribe button on the right hand corner, like I got it in my intro, but then I was like, that's gonna look too tacky. So it looks boss because it's a like a black and gray, like a black blue grayish brick wall, and like you could see the light shining on my name, on the Alex Raw Tech. So that's boss. So even when I go out to eat from now on, I'm gonna be using that debit card. So when people see it, they're gonna be like, "Oh shit! So you a YouTuber? Yep, that's my name on my debit card, baby. That's my name right there, Alex Raw Tech." So yeah, guys, this is the permanent name of this channel. It's never being changed again. You know, this is most definitely the permanent name of the channel, Alex Raw Tech. Yeah, baby. Because like I said, I'm always gonna keep it brutally honest with you guys. Some people are not happy about the 50 cent increase. I mean, Rando Geek reported. He made a video. I seen it earlier today when I was at work. He made a video saying that even postpaid is gonna get that 50 cent increase. For postpaid customers, you're starting the same day, January 21st. So they're calling it a teleco charge for voice and data. So I mean, it is what it is, man. We got to think about it like this: these cell phones are basically portable house phones. Because that's basically what a cell phone is. Cell phones, Metro, just like I was telling you guys last time, that Netflix killed Blockbuster. I know a lot of you guys, if you're not in your 30s, you're not going to remember this. But back in like in the early 90s, right? In like mid 2000s, like 2004, 5, 6, around there. There was Blockbuster, Hollywood Video, Director's Video, where you would go and rent DVDs that you would watch at your house, just like Redbox. I know you guys remember Redbox. I don't know what happened to Redbox. But anyway, you would have DVDs that you could rent and bring them to your house for 24 hours to 3 days. And you would pay a membership fee. I think it was like $10 a month. And you would get unlimited rentals. When it was cassettes, when it was VHS, right? VHS, because cassettes were the ones you listen to music on. VHS were the ones you actually watched movies on. Yeah. So you remember, TJ? I know because you're in your 30s. So you know, basically Netflix and Amazon Prime Video, and Netflix basically killed off Hollywood Video and Blockbuster Video. Okay. So when Metro came to the East Coast, and it was Metro, it wasn't Cricket, it was Metro. When Metro PCS, because that's what it was called, Metro PTS, came to the East Coast to freaking New York, New Jersey, Massachusetts, Florida, and all that, it got rid of the people got rid of their house phones, their landlines from AT&T, Verizon, and all these other landline providers. And they also got rid of the payphones, because basically uh Metro service was so cheap for the price, and Metro gave you the first month free, and all you had to do was pay for the phone. If you're an OG Metro customer, then you would know that you would get the first month free on Metro back in the day. Yep, yep. So Metro is the reason why people got rid of their house phones, and Metro is the reason why payphones don't exist no more. There used to be payphones all over Trenton, and they got rid of all them payphones. Why? Because there used to be a payphone right there in the corner store because of Metro. People were using Metro service instead of using the payphone. Oh shit! Gunshots. That's not fireworks. They're actually shooting. Yep, like 6 gunshots. Oh well, ain't got nothing to do with me. I mean, God bless whoever's getting shot right now. There's always shootouts around the corner from my house. But yeah, so Metro took down the payphones and the house phones. So people started using Metro because Metro would give you the first month free, and all you would have to do is buy the phone. So you bought your phone, and they gave it to you at a discount, and you would get the first month free. That was Metro's gimmick. The first month free. First month of service, free. But then when T-Mobile bought Metro, they stopped that. Before T-Mobile bought Metro in 2014, Metro in early 2014, before April, that when T-Mobile bought them, was like April or May. Um, you know, they still gave you the first month for free. But then T-Mobile seen it as losing money because people wouldn't pay the bill. they would just leave. They would just try Metro for 1 month and then switch to another phone, and you get another free month, and and so forth and so forth and so forth. So, you know, so it was crazy. It was really, really crazy. So people dropped their house phones. People stopped messing with house phones, and they basically got Metro. They said, you know what? Bump this. I'm getting Metro. And that's basically what they did. You know, they said, what do I need a house phone for when I got Metro? You know, they didn't need it. They didn't need Metro no more. And it is what it is, you know. They didn't need Metro no more. And it was a wrap. It was a real wrap. I mean, they didn't need house phones no more. So house phones basically almost went extinct. And payphones definitely went extinct because of that. Yeah. Metro's motto was to give you the first month free. I remember them days. Now, cricket sucked the back bad back in the days because everything was roaming. Everything was roaming. I mean, Metro too. Metro only had like a little bit of native coverage. A little bit of native coverage. You know what I'm saying? So everything was roaming with both carriers. You know, it was a lot of roaming on Metro, a lot of roaming on Cricket. And then Cricket did a partnership with Sprint. They did a partnership with Sprint, so they would roam on Sprint. Metro would roam on Verizon back in the days. Because I remember when I used to call certain places, it would say, "Welcome to the Verizon Nationwide Network, Roaming Network." Verizon Roaming Network. All smartphones back on back in the. Oh yeah, bro. Remember them ugly ass phones that were touchscreen? They were so expensive, but then even there wasn't even smartphones in reality. It didn't have app stores. You know, and Android basically, well, not even Android. You know, these companies fell off, and it's crazy. Like Apple killed basically LG. LG was an old school phone brand, and they stopped manufacturing phones. The last phone they made was that phone that didn't make sense, that would swivel to the right. It looked like a cross, like a star. You know, that phone did not make any type of sense. And to me, LG were dumb because they could have still been making budget friendly phones and making money in the U.S. market like they were doing. Because I remember that one LG phone that I had that was touchscreen, that was an Android. That thing was decent. It looked nice. But, you know, LG decided to quit altogether. We say live and direct 20. Yeah, I remember that phone too, bro. That's what I'm saying. That swivel phone. You know what I'm saying? They should have been making regular phones. I forgot what was the one that I had called the LG something. Uh, it was nice. I remember T-Mobile had that phone. Verizon and AT&T, all three had that phone. You know, And back then, even matter of fact, even Sprint had a version of it. I forgot the name of the phone though, but it had nice battery life, and it was a good phone. So LG was the one who dropped the ball on this by not, keeping the brand alive. They were trying to compete with Samsung and Apple with swivel phones. Apple don't care about no freaking swivel phone, and Samsung neither. Samsung did those swivel phones back in the day, but that was way back in the day. Mhm. But guys, now I'm really falling asleep. That's why I stay quiet. I'm definitely gonna catch you guys on the live stream later on. I'm gonna get sleep, guys. So now take care. God bless and be safe. Thank you to all the new subscribers. I don't know what's up with YouTube. It'll show one number then another. So I'm just gonna say thank you to all the new subscribers regardless. And I'm gonna catch you guys in the next one. You all ready? And thank you for watching, guys. Deuces.